5-yard field goal.
Yeah, wind was a little bit more than people think there. We hit those two backed up punts last week against Baltimore, and we did a great job of putting them backed up. Almost got a safety. Bryce Young got out of there. I thought Bryce Young did some good things, but he ended up getting out of there. But it was more about the wind being a little bit more than I think that was understood. I mean, out there as far as what it was, and you could feel that, and then just just the success that we've had in this back or plus 50 punt game.
Going for it there wasn't part of the.
It was 4th and 9.
You guys came away with the win. Second week in a row where the passing offense, the numbers have been where they were like say last year, the year before. What do you think has to be done to correct it?
Yeah, we did the things that we needed to do to win today. We'll look at the tape. It's hard to say off the, just watching it, but everyone's gonna have a part of that when you don't pass it the way you want to. But again, I'll have to go watch everything. But we're definitely capable of playing better and coaching better in the pass game.
It seemed like there were a couple of deep shots that were drawn up specifically for AJ. First play being one of them. Why weren't those passes?
Well, sometimes there's different reasons for each one of them, and there's everything. There's so many things that go into making a play, and so making a deep shot like that, and different reasons for each one. I'll have to go back and look at it, but again, I think we definitely we're all going to come away from this coaching, playing, and say, hey, there's things we got to do better in the pass game. But our run game was able to do some really good things. I think that's fair. The questions of our pass game right now, but how cool is it that Saquon Barkley did? What was it, Bob?
Team rushing record.
Yeah, we have a team rushing record in whatever we're in week 13. So we were able to run the ball well today. Jalen had some really good runs. Saquon obviously did a great job. Offensive line did a great job blocking, and our defense played. It was kind of that. What did they call that? Bend don't break type defense. So they got some yards and were able to move the ball. But we got some stops when we needed to in some critical moments, and interception by Chauncey, and Chauncey kept fighting through and got back into the game, and I just thought it was an unbelievable play to end the game. We talked a lot about playing for 60 minutes with relentless effort, and what do you see on the last play that's not a kneel down? You see Jalen Carter come off the ball like a crazy man. You see Sweat put pressure on him, and then you see Slay diving to make a pass break up. So I thought our guys, even though there were times it was ugly, it's hard to win in this league. That team's been playing a lot better week in, week out. A lot of respect for Coach Canales and the job that he's done. But our guys played their butts off for 60 minutes. That's what it's the NFL. It's tough, but our guys played they played hard, and they played hard for 60 minutes, and it showed up on that last play.
What should tell your team after a game like that?
And don't enjoy the victory. Don't be a prisoner of your expectations, and enjoy it. But we got a lot to clean up. There's no doubt about that, and so enjoy it for the night. I can enjoy it for a couple hours because I'll go home and I'll start watching it and looking at that. Those guys can enjoy it for a little bit longer because we got to get back to work tomorrow. And then it was just about getting back to, so, again, you got to have, I said, one thing I said to him is like, remember how it feels when you lose and everything. And I think I might have said this to the coaches, and all the, how much it hurts when you lose and how down you are when you lose. You got to enjoy a victory, no matter what the expectation was. My expectation was this was going to be a hard game because this is a team that keeps getting better with the Carolina Panthers, and so enjoy it and put your head down and work. And then what I said to the guys is, everybody has the will to win, and we all want to win. But are we all willing to do the things necessary that winning requires? And I think that this team does. And that's just my way of saying to them, hey, it's going to be about the work again next week going to play the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Cooper Jake comes back in the game. It looked like late in the game, Joe Casper might have been trying to get him off the sideline, off the field. He said no. How many players, I'm assuming CJ might be one of them, have the autonomy to say no, I'm going to stay in the game?
Yeah, I don't know if that happened. I think what you're probably talking about is that I don't recall Cooper saying no. I don't think he did.
CJ.
CJ. Yeah, I don't know if that happened. I think he was trying to maybe get him. Chauncey plays every play. I don't know if it was about the injury when he was down with his, with whatever, I'm not going to get into injuries. I haven't talked to these guys yet, but I don't know if it was about that or not. Yeah, so I don't know the answer to that. I'm sorry. Respect the question, but sorry, I don't have the answer for you.
On CJ's interception, looked like to us Cooper was signaling something. It was a slot fade, I think, and CJ was over to come over. When you talk to Big, just the young defensive backs, their ability to communicate. This time you had Tristan in there, and that's what Big's defenses are known for, all that zone coverage. How impressive is it that those guys can?
Yeah, they watch a lot of tape and put themselves in a lot of different scenarios, and I think you saw it with Nakobe a couple weeks ago, of the interception that he had against Jacksonville, and talking about, hey, I was waiting for this one, right? Well, that happens. That's so cool about the preparation that you put in all week. That happens a bunch. That happened with Zach Bond last week on a big third down stop against Baltimore. And so when those things happen and you see it, that's huge. But we also understand that the offense is going to show you looks that they've run in the past and do something else. So it takes good playing and good recognition, and our guys, again, I thought that was really good play.
Cooper has to deal with a lot of different styles of receiver in the slot. What do you think specifically he can take away from going against Thielen today? I mean, he's been a guy in the
Yeah, gosh, man, a lot of respect for Adam Thielen. He's been respect how he got into the league, respect how he made a way for himself, respect how he's turned into one of the better receivers in the NFL. I'm a big fan of his, and how he plays this game. And so, yeah, I think what he'll be able to take from that is the craftiness of him, because he finds ways to get open. And so, a lot of experience to not quite as much experience. And so, but you get an opportunity to learn from everybody you play against, and learn from that. That's our job, to make sure that we get better, win, lose, or draw, every time we step onto the field, and after every time we play, and get better from it. And Coop's been doing a really good job of that, no matter who he's been going against. But a lot of respect to Adam Thielen, and the career that he's put together, and the game that he played today. A good player.
Are there any adjustments you tried to be able to get done with his legs when maybe the passing game isn't clicking?
Yeah, he's just a good all-around player, and so he has this ability that if things aren't, again, like we talked about, we didn't play to our standard in the pass game, but he's able to make plays in different ways. That's a huge asset that he has as a quarterback. And so, man, that was a huge third down, and I think 8 that he ran and got us a huge gain. It was around midfield, got us a huge gain. It was the last play of the third quarter. Man, what a big-time play that was to help set up a scoring drive right there. And so, yeah, I mean, he just – again, just think, I said what I said about him last week with, deserves to be in the MVP conversation, and I stand by that. He's done a lot of really good things, but like I said, as a whole, coaching and playing as a whole, everybody, it wasn't quite good enough in the pass game. But you got to give the Carolina Panthers credit for that.
Last one.
What'd you see on the legged play? Did you see it right away?
I'm sorry.
Did you see it, the legged play when he dropped it?
He had his back to me, and then the scoreboard never showed it. So I got some information from upstairs that they thought the ball hit the ground. Just like I thought it was a great call by the official. But no, they said it because sometimes you worry that maybe the official didn't see it clean, and they're going to review it. And the information I got upstairs is no, they made the right call there. And I said, damn right they did.
What was your emotions like at that point? I mean, there's 52 seconds left to play, and you've had victory snatched from the jaws before. I mean, what's going on in your mind in the sideline right now?
My mind is, okay, if he caught it, he scored a touchdown because he rolled into the end zone, and we have 3 timeouts and 52 seconds left to go. Let's go win.
All right, thanks.